to stop. You know what his woman said? Don't get him in trouble. I would never, and neither should you and you. Read.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water.
The washing of water?
By the word.
By the word, man. That's what these pastors miss, man. The water is his word. The word is what's going to clean you up. Clean up our behavior. Clean up our actions. Get our house in order. And that's where it starts first, man. We got to deal with our women. Right? Give me our Corinthians. Come on. Give me that, man. And that's the problem. We haven't been taught this. The church ain't going to teach us this. Why? Because we back the Christian church. Black women. Right? The pastor ain't got no spine. He worried about money. So he going to teach what black women want to hear. Let me know if you ever heard this read inside of a church. Read.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
This New Testament. Read.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Is who?
Is the man.
Is the man. If you got a woman, you are her head. You understand that? If you got a woman, you are her head. Right? Read on.
And the head of Christ is the Most High.
Right, so they can't be the same. Right? You just read it right here. Christ can't be God, God Almighty. He got somebody he answer to. How you doing, sis? Christ got somebody he answer to. You got somebody you answer to. That's Christ. Your woman got somebody she answer to. That's you.
That's right.
A lot of times our women got more respect for their boss than you do, than they do for you. You understand? All that got to be put to death, man. All that got to be put to a stop. And it starts with us. Right? It starts with us. Give me right?
They scoffing over there.
This is how when we follow the Most High's commandments, right? And we'll be blessed, man. We will have children.
Remarks and I just shut him down.
Children. I'm talking.
He don't want to come
60,
over here at all.
80. You understand? Cause that's what's really important, man. Your seed, your legacy, your household. Those are things that are important. This is important for a woman was to bear your child. She loves you so much, she want to make more of you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a woman wanted. But read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue.
Shall do what?
Discontinue.
Discontinue means to stop, right? So we're going to stop from what?
From thine heritage.
From our heritage, man. Now, even if you never heard what we were bringing out in the Bible, you knew we was cut off from something just because of slavery. All right? Just because of slavery. Because for the one simple fact, in slavery, what? They took the children from the parents as soon as they were born and sent them to another plantation. So little simple things like even talking to your child, right? Things you would teach your child without even knowing, just by having communication, just from your child watching you deal in the house. You are not even allowed to pass that down. You know how important that is? You know how many of us don't grow up with a father in the household? Huh? Who else is suffering from that? You know how much we miss that we don't get taught just because there's not a man in the house? We don't get to see the interaction between a man and a woman? Huh? All we used to seeing is you got mama yelling at everybody. Right? Angry. Pissed off. Right? Why is that? Deuteronomy 28. Give me all eyes shall be evil. Right? We'll show you. Right? Pissed off, mad at everybody. You grow up in the house, that's all you know. What kind of woman you gonna get? The only kind you know. You ask him, listen. You ask a brother, I don't like a girl I like a girl with her own mind. I want to do what she want to do. I'm like, yo, you're a fool, man. You understand? That's problems and headaches. Read. You got that?
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
The man that was tender among you. You know what I'm saying? Man, brother, you ain't gonna call him soft. But I'm saying, you know, he dealt with you, but I love you, brother. Hey, man, hold this. Oh, you ain't got this? I got you. Oh, let me get that for you. Oh, brother, you drop something. Let me get this for you. I see you need help. Let me help you out. Read.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
His eye gonna turn evil to you, man. The same brother that will help you out, his eye gonna be evil towards you. That's why we barely speak to each other when we walk past each other, man. We too busy sizing each other up. Right? We always looking at what kind of game he trying to pull, man. I gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? He might try to get me. You see what I'm saying? That's because we went away from the commandment. The Most High cursed us with this, man. Read.
And toward the wife of
Salaki. This is the same chapter about the slave ships. All the curses. Start over.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. And toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of his bosom. Right? So now the man, as soon as his woman get a little mouthy, he do what? He leaves. Right? Instead of correcting her, teaching her, you know what I'm saying, training her, he just get up and leave. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And he gonna leave his children.
Yo, you don't have to get wet, man.
You understand what I'm saying? He gonna leave his children.
Come on, you sure, man? Because I don't want you to get wet.
Give me,
Once I start getting wet, then I get it.
Right? If you get a woman, man, you gotta get a woman that, first of all, we gotta get to know women before you get with her. Right? Because once you lay down with her, that's your woman. The Most High sees that as marriage. So you can't just go jump in the bed with any woman. The Most High will hold you accountable for that. You understand what I'm saying? When you meet a woman, you're supposed to talk to her, get to know her, ask her serious questions. You see what I'm saying? Can she be taught? Can she be talked to? You understand what I'm saying? And at the same time, you gotta be able to lead her. Right? Every man can lead a woman. It's a woman's natural state to be led by a man. The thing is, she better be led by her man. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta know when you're leading her. You gotta know when you're taking her. You got that? Time, get that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 1. And three things I was beautified. It stood up beautiful both before the Most High and men.
Right.
The unity of brethren.
The unity of brethren. This is one of my favorite scriptures, man. These are the three things the Most High loves the most. The unity of brethren, right? Read.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors, right? Read.
A man and a wife.
A man and a wife that do what?
That agree together.
That agree together, man. A man and a woman on the same accord. That's beautiful in the eyes of the Most High. Right? They ain't supposed to be all just fighting. All the arguing. Right? But we brought up in a society, man, where they teach our women to want X, Y, and Z when they have no business supposed to be wanting that. You understand what I'm saying? And they got our men wanting God knows what, everything else, except things we're supposed to want. You understand? What you got? Read.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband,
right?
And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
You hear that? You're gonna live in peace, man. Bro, why you think women in America outlive men in their marriage? Right, because they don't want to put the stress on the marriage. You see what I'm saying? You get you a virtuous woman, she gonna rejoice in you, man. You see what I'm saying? You're sending her universe. You see what I'm saying? And a woman should only be like that to a man of the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? Well, no, let me correct that. She should be like that to the man she has. But before she gets a man, lay down with a man, she need to make sure that's a man of God. You understand? You got something? Read.
This is is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman.
A silent and loving woman
is a gift of the Most High.
You agree with that? Absolutely. Right? So what's wrong with this, man? Is there something wrong with the Bible here?
You can ask.
Not that part. Let me tell you something, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with the Bible.
I'm sorry, what book was that?
Nothing wrong. Call it for the Hebrew.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 15. Ecclesiasticus.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with none of this Bible. You got the fire, right? You got the fire. You need a fire? What's that? What's that? Hold on. Hey, brother, hold on. Don't leave it. Say that again. Say it again.
Moses was black.
Do what?
Abraham was black. The sons of Noah were black. And Joseph. Joseph.
Listen, man, this is prophesied in the Bible. I'm going to show you. And all this, if we just understood common sense,
White people change,
Egyptians were what? Dark-skinned people, right? Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house. Pharaoh was trying to kill Hebrew boys. How did that happen? He looked just like him. You got that?
This is the book of,
Moses was black.
Right, read.
the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. Oh Yahweh, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee.
The other nations, read.
From the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
You hear that? What they inherited?
Inherited lies.
Inherited lies, man. Lies. That's all that's going on in this place. You understand? But when you hear the truth, man, don't turn away from it, man. Because this is a short time. Go back to that. Because time is getting short, man. We ain't got time to play around. That's why we out here in the rain, man. We from South Florida. We drove all the way up here. You see what I'm saying? Right. Shlomo Sand. This is a Jewish man. He wrote this book. The Invention of the Jewish People. Because ain't nothing Jewish in this Bible. They're called Jews, Israelites. You understand? The invention of Jewish people.
I know, bro.
Right? Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16.
Behold,
I will send for many fishers, saith the Most High.
You hear that? That's what we're doing. That's what Christ is talking about, making fishers of men. And he sent his apostles to go teach his people scattered among the nations. You understand? Read.
And they shall fish them. And after, I will send for many hunters.
Many what?
Hunters.
What do hunters do? Hunt and prey. You understand? That's why we getting caught up, man. We getting caught up with police violence, man. We getting caught up. Every white person with a gun think he the law now. And he won't think twice to put one in you. You see what I'm saying? You park in the wrong spot, he gonna shoot you. He think you stole something, he gonna shoot you. If you cut him off with traffic, he gonna shoot you.
Even in his neighborhood.
You knock on the wrong door, he gonna shoot you. Your car break down on the side of the road, he gonna come and shoot you. You walk at home with your drinking some skills, he gonna shoot you. You playing in the damn park, he gonna shoot you.
Right.
You barbecue at your house, he gonna shoot you. You on the cell phone in the backyard of your grandma's house, he gonna come shoot you. Wait, man, what you call it? Con. Listen, man. We ain't making none of this up. We read everything I said, we pulled it out of the Bible. Is that not true? Read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5.
We're going to show you why this happens. Read.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Has done what?
Has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Start at verse 1. Give me verse 1. We're going to show you who the Most High is talking to right now.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Right. So he told Ezekiel, set your face against Mount Seir. Where do we say white people come from? Caucasus Mountains, right? Caucasus Mountains. In ancient times, they lived in Mount Seir. There's a reason why they live in the mountains, right? Exactly. Caucasian means cave dweller. You understand? Till this day, you can go to Petra in the Middle East. You will see the houses built into the caves. You will see the same art structure that you will see in Greece. Because it's the same people. You understand? Can they be out in the sun like we are? Why everywhere they go, they build these high stone structures? It resembles, it's in their nature to live up high. We ain't trying to live on the 40-something floor in no building. Huh? Call that the penthouse? Like it's something special? Right? Really? Here it is. Call that number, man.
Come. And prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Most High thy power,
right?
Behold, O Mount Seir,
Mount Seir,
I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee,
right?
And I will make thee most desolate. I will lay the cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
Right. So he's prophesying to Mount Seir, the location. Now the people who lived in Mount Seir, they're called the Edomites, right? The descendants of Esau in the Bible, right? This is the prophecy that was given to them. Read, keep reading.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Has shed the blood of who?
Of the children of Israel.
It's always been about white and black. Always. It's always been about white and black. Always been about Esau and Jacob. Right? In the first scripture I read to you, in Ezra, where it said we all come from Adam, right? But everything was made for us. Right below it says the hands of all the nations are in between. They're just going to go whoever's in power. If the white man's in charge, they're going to go follow them. When we get in charge, they're going to come follow us. It's always between white and black. Read on.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
By the what?
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High thy power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Prepare you unto what?
Unto blood.
Why?
And blood shall pursue thee.
Why?
Sith thou hast not hated blood,
because they didn't hate blood.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
Right. This white man never hated war. He created war everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes, he creates war and renames it, makes new borders, rewrites the whole history, and then says he's those people. Right? He's the Australian right now. Right? He's the last of the Mohicans. He's the last samurai. You understand? He's the American Indian. He's everybody. He's the South. He's the African. He's the real everybody but the devil. Right? Give me Obadiah. We're gonna give you Obadiah, man. Because we're gonna show you ain't nothing in this Bible that's wrong. Can't nobody come against this Bible, man. That's why we out here, we speak freely, we speak bold, because nobody can come against this. All right, shalom, young brothers. Nobody can come against this. All right? We're going to prove it to you. Who the white man is today. His biblical name. All right? Come on, give me 18. This part of his judgment. You just heard he's going to lay his inheritance waste. Right? All right, come. Come. All right?
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Who's greatly despised, man? Who's greatly despised? If you could pick a nation, a singular nation on this earth, who's the one that everybody hates? Not in this context, brother. Greatly despised. Everybody hates the white man. The only reason why they do business with them is because they have to. You understand? Yeah, every nation hate us too, right? But this scripture is specifically talking to Esau, right? Read on.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Right, they're prideful, man. They think nobody can come against them. They're going to do whatever they want, right? Just because they got nuclear bombs, they don't want nobody else to get nukes. Right? Read.
Salagia, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Thou dwellest where?
In the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
High mountains, you know.
That saith in his heart,
Who
shall bring me down?
Who's going to defeat me? Right? Who can beat me? That's the pride of this white man. Walking around on stolen property. You understand? And he says he wants to make America great again. He has the audacity to say, let's make America great again, knowing that America was not great for everybody. He doesn't care. The pride of his heart has deceived him. Read on.
To the ground. Verse 4. That thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Thou hast exalt thyself as the eagle. Right? When you go back in, okay, the symbol of America. What's the symbol of America? Bald eagle. Right? When you go back to Britain, it's the eagle. Right? Spain, the eagle. Rome, which they all came out of, the eagle. Greece, the eagle. You understand? Every civilization, every culture, right, where Caucasians, so-called white people go set up, the eagle has always been their symbol. You understand? The eagle, the apex predator. Read on.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Now they set their nest among the stars, right? All these space stations. You understand? The eagle has landed. Read on.
Thence will I bring thee down.
Then the Most High is going to bring them down. When they think they're at the top of their technology, they're at the top of everything, the Most High is going to bring them down, man. That's why we should have collapsed this society, right? Every day there's you got Me Too movement, right? Now you got Gay Pride Parade. You understand? This society is falling apart, man. You can't run a society like this. Same thing when Rome fell, right? When all morality is gone, you cannot uphold a society, right? It's going to fall. You're going to be weak. Somebody's going to come and overtake you. Read on.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Most High.
Right?
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. So if a thief came in your house, man, they probably just take your TV. You know what I'm saying? You got some jewelry, they might take all your jewelry. They're going to take what they need, what they came for. White man just straight up take your whole house.
Yeah.
Strip the paint off the wall, man. Rip the pockets off of your pants, man. Take everything. Take your name. Take your identity. Take your heritage. Take your whole family. Read.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Right. Grape gatherers, man. They don't leave some grapes on the tree. Leave some on the floor, right? Read on.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right. They go into detail on everything, man. They got psychological studies on you, man. It's called a project what we living in. Why? Because it's a goddamn social project. You understand? Introduce stimulus to a group of people and see how they react. Take their little notes. Go back to the lab. Next thing you know, they come up with gangster rap music. At the same time they come up with gangster rap music, right, they building no more prisons. Why? Because they know if they get a group of people to idolize drugs, alcohol, prostitution, guns, murder, have songs to perpetuate those things, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to go commit those things, right? So then you make money locking them up. How are these things sought out, man? We've been gamed up.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy.
Right. Why are so many black men in prison? Right? A comprehensive account of how and why the prison industry has become a predatory entity in the lives of African American men, and how mass targeting, criminalization, and incarceration of black male youth has gone toward creating the largest prison system in the world by D'Amico Booth. See that? You see that?
I gotta go back. What is gonna spoil? Where your church located? Where you guys at?
We're in Fort Lauderdale. But we can give you the Cash App information if you want to make donations.
Yeah.
We can give you the PayPal if you want to make donations. Well, we only allow blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians in our school.
I I'm Italian.
Right.
Sicilian.
Sicilian,
I love blacks. I love Indians. I'm crazy about blacks and Indians.
Right.
I'm serious.
Right. Well, some groups, because I'm familiar with Sicilian history, right? But you know, this is for us.
But I'm a born again. I'm a Christian.
Right.
And I say always, Baruch haba Hashem Adonai.
Right. Bless the name of the Most High. Right. That's right. Well, see, you know who the real Israel is, right? So you can bless the real Israel.
And I know this too. I know all this.
Right.
Yes.
The 12 tribes chart.
Yes.
Right.
And in the wars in Egypt, the slaves that Egypt made, they were all blacks.
Right.
They were not, I mean, the Israelites were not whites. Or,
Of course not.
No.
Right.
No. All blacks.
Right. Oh, yeah. All men are so-called black.
God bless you.
Right?
God bless you.
What you got?
Isaiah 42 and 22.
Read that.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in what?
In holes.
Snared in holes. We trapped in a hole. Read.
And they are hid in prison houses.
We hid where?
In prison houses. They are for prey and none delivereth.
Ain't nobody gonna save us, man. Ain't nobody gonna say, man, listen, man, look how y'all treating them so-called African Americans over there, man. Why y'all not dealing better with them, man? They done served you for over 200 years, man. They picked your cotton. Every bank in the world. America, you're so strong. Why don't you ease up a little bit? Huh? Ease up, just a little. Nobody says that. Right? Is more on that? Wait.
For a spoil, and none saith, restore.
Right. Don't nobody say restore, man. Ain't nobody say, man, hey, listen, we got this land over there for you black people. We gonna set y'all up. Y'all gonna live over there. You understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to work. You don't believe that? We work for free for how many hundreds of years? You think we should still be working? Do what you want to do, man. See what I'm saying? You back over there, read.
Verse 18 or
We can keep rolling.
verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy,
All the men of what?
confederacy, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
And that's what's going to happen, man. Everybody's mad at America right now. Everybody. It just said the men that were at peace with you. Everybody's upset with America right now. Isn't that true? It's just Bible prophecy, man. Read on.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat the bread have led a wound under thee.
Yeah, jump to 18, man. We're going to get to the whole end of the story, man. We're going to get right to it.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
The house of Jacob, a fire. Read.
In the house of Joseph, a flame.
The northern kingdom, so-called Hispanics and Native Indians. All right, we can go into the history of that, too. Read.
In the house of Esau, for stubble.
For what?
For stubble.
So we are flame and fire. So-called Caucasians are going to be for stubble. Stubble is what comes after you burn something. It's stubble. You understand? It blows in the wind. Read.
And they shall kindle in them. And devour them.
So do what?
And devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
How many remaining?
Any remaining of the house of Esau.
That's their final judgment, man. Ain't no heaven for nobody. You won't find it in here. Every nation got their own judgment. And their judgment is there won't be any remaining. And that's after they serve their slavery. Right? That we read to you in Isaiah 14:1. Right? Go back to Isaiah 14, man. Give me 21. I'm going to show you what we're doing right now.
Put this one.
All right? We're waking our young brothers up. And we're prophesying to everybody. We're prophesying to the nations. All right? You got that?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21.
Prepare
slaughter.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Slaughter. Kill them, right? For their what?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
No, for their what?
For the iniquity.
For their children.
For the Salakia. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children. For the iniquity of their fathers.
Right. So when we bring up slavery, right? Because obviously it affects us today, right? A Caucasian would say, What does that have to do with me? I didn't own these things. Why should I pay for what my ancestors did? But we clearly just read in the scriptures. Read that again.
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers, read. Right? Because that's what's coming. And deep down they know it.
That's right.
As soon as a black man, listen, when you tell a white person, you know Jesus Christ is a black man, that's where their mind goes immediately. Because they understand power. You understand? They understand power in nationalism. Right? They understand what it's like to love their people. You understand? Read.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted him.
Right. See, that's what we're doing, man. We're standing bold, man. We don't mince words. Right? We don't sugarcoat it. We're going to say it just like how it was written.